let's talk about the planners I'm actually using in 2024. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Jen. Today I am giving you a Q1 planner lineup update. So if you're new around here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. My name is Jen. I'm a registered dietitian and a planning enthusiast. Last year, I did a series of quarterly updates to my planner lineup. I found that to be A, really fun, but B, very helpful for working through figuring out what worked for me over time. What has worked for me has, evolved and changed. And doing these videos, sharing with you guys, of course, I hope it helps you, but it definitely also helps me. So I'm probably going to try to keep this somewhat brief, but knowing myself, it will still be a long video. So, grab your coffee or tea and let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with this beautiful planner that is right in front of me. This is my half letter planner. This is my planner that I use on a regular basis pretty much every day. I do have a very recent setup of this planner, which I will link for you. I will also link my 2024 planner playlist so that you can see what I started the year off in, although to be honest, it hasn't changed much. So I'm not going to go into a very, very detailed flip through of this planner. Certainly check out the setup video if you'd like to see that. And I do refresh my half letter every month. So the setup of my April planner will be coming up in the near future. So, if that interests you, maybe hit that subscribe button, put the notification bell to all, and then you'll be notified when that video comes up. I just also want to get it out of the way that I am an affiliate for some of the brands I'll be sharing here. I'm an affiliate for Jane's Agenda. You can save 15% off your first purchase with Jane's Agenda using the code planninggoaled. I'm an affiliate for She Plans. You can save 10% off any purchase with She Plans with the code GOAL10. And I have referral links for Erin Condren and a number of other companies down below. So if you shop those affiliate links, I do earn a commission. Thank you. Anytime you do that, it really helps me out. And with the referral links, I do not earn any money, but I do get a credit. So thank you for using those as well. All right, let's get into it. So my half letter, still absolutely in love. Right now I have it in this shell, that's the name of the color, wrap cover from Jane's Agenda. I just bought this recently. And this planner just brings me so much joy. I do love refreshing my planner with the Jane's Agenda sub box, and I do have unboxings of that sub box pretty much every month. I'll link that playlist for you if you want to see those. Right now we have 2-inch discs, which I was talking in my last video. I ordered gold, but they look a bit bronzy to me. I'm not certain if these are the gold or not, because here's my 1.5-inch discs from Jane's Agenda. They are similar, but they are more gold. So I'm really not sure, but I love them anyway. They're very pretty. And then basically I have a number of sections in here. So I have my yearly overview, which consists of these overview pages that you get when you buy a monthly set from Jane's Agenda, but you can also buy these separately. They may be called the yearly quick glance or something to that effect. Then I have inbox insert and a someday insert, and then I have all my future monthlies up here because I do keep this planner just 1 month at a time, so this way I can plan forward into my monthlies. And then I have a tab called This Month, and this is what starts my day-to-day planning. So I have my monthly spread, which I am quite late in filling out this month. I did decorate it. I don't normally decorate it, but I do really enjoy decorative planning. I find it quite calming and therapeutic. I just think it's really pretty. This sticker set, these are leftovers from a 7x9 set from Honey and Lemon Studio. I do have an Etsy affiliate link for them as well, and I love her stickers. She does also sell A5 sets that I bet would work in half letter, because A5 and half letter are very similar, but I have not tried that yet because I don't always decorate my monthlies. I don't decorate as often as I once did, although I still very much enjoy doing it. Then I have my monthly goals. So you'll see, I'll show you next my goal planner. I've kind of changed things around. This is kind of what I thought I would end up doing and why I had moved so much of my planning into the same size. So these are monthly goal sheets from Moxie Life, and I kind of franken-planned them in. So I will be keeping the majority of my planning in my goal planner, but the current monthly and weekly sheets will go into here, and that's working out much better for me. If you see like some of my trials and tribulations from last year, I was trying to use a Moxie Life flagship planner and it just wasn't working for me. And part of it was the size of the planner, and part of it was because it wasn't my everyday planner and I wasn't always coming back to it. But now that I have my goals right in my planner, actually just last night I was reviewing and I was like, oh, I almost forgot about this. So it's helpful to have it there to reference all the time. Then we get into my weekly planning, which I'm going to show you a future week where it's not written on, because this is kind of how I like things. And I think it'll be easier to see what's going on. So this is a week that I decorated. I will be sharing this probably today actually on Instagram, because I used to be on the rep team for JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. JoJo is a small business owner. It's an Etsy shop. She hand draws all her stickers. They're just incredibly beautiful, and she's a wonderful person. And so she sent me her newest sticker book to share with you guys. So I did. I do have a video of that, and I made this spread with the sticker book, and I love it. So these are the weekly number 5s from Jane's Agenda, and I use it as a weekly overview, and I always put a dot grid page on the other side because these are 1-pagers, and I make myself a little dashboard. So a lot of times I might write myself reminders of the bills that are due that week or anything really. And sometimes I don't write anything at all over there, and I just put stickers because it's fun, and I'm all about fun and joy. And then on this side, I do my weekly to-dos here. Sometimes I do a little next week section that helps me out immensely. And then I do my highlights of the week over here in the dated section. There is a habit tracker that I've half covered up here. I hardly ever use it. I really stink with habit trackers, you guys, but I try sometimes. Then I use the weekly number 13s from Jane's Agenda. They come with their own weekly overview, but it just doesn't quite work for me. So I've actually clipped these together. I may just end up gluing them together so it will open right into the daily number 13s. Forgive me if I said weekly. And people love these, and I love them. I am going to run out soon, and I'm putting myself on a bit of a no-buy temporarily. Yeah, and so I probably am going to use other dailies that I have on hand, outdated ones, and redate them in the future. But again, I'll address that in my April video. So that's my day-to-day planning. Then I have a tab called resources, and this just has a lot of important information that I don't want to lose track of. It's nothing I'm going to show you because it's private, but has been very helpful, because when I didn't have this section, and especially being someone who likes to refresh my planner and can only keep so much at a time in there, I was losing track of stuff, and now I'm not, and that's been awesome. Then I have a notes tab, which is just a bunch of note paper. And then I have now my wellness tab, because we got some cool stuff from Jane's Agenda around wellness, and I've kind of hybridized it. And I didn't use it for the beginning of the month because I was sick. I was pretty sick for a while, but I'm feeling much better and I've had a great week. So anyway, we have this dossier section up front. We got these top tabs in the box too. That sub box is awesome, you guys. It's Christmas every month. That's the only thing that I haven't said like is part of the no buy. I'm not ready to give up my Jane's Agenda sub box. You can pause it though. You can pause it for up to 3 months, but yeah, April's coming. That unboxing will be coming. And so I kind of changed this up a little, but what I've kept in here, now I'll just offer you a little content warning. There is mention of weight, of macronutrients, nutrition, body measurements. So if those topics don't feel good to you, please feel free to skip ahead. What I have here, I added in some dot grid paper so that I could do a vision board. I haven't done that yet. And then we have this body measurement chart that was part of those dossier inserts. Then we have this weight log. I'm excited to use this. And then we have these healthy habits, inspirational quotes, and then I put another piece of dot grid because I added in the book reading inserts that we had gotten, I think in August. And I'm going to put a book tracker, big book tracker sticker that JoJo had given me when I was on her team. So let me know if that's something you'd want me to share on camera. And then we did get very nice macronutrient tracking inserts from Jane's Agenda, but I'm not really tracking macros right now. So I do plan, I know there's been a lot of questions in the Facebook group about what a macro is, and that video is coming because it's a big part of my plans, goals for 2024 to bring more nutrition and wellness focused content to the channel, since that was always the original purpose of the channel. So that video is coming, so stay tuned. But I did put these meal planning inserts. I haven't really used them, to be really, really honest, but they're here and I want to use them. And then lastly, we have this activity tab, which I also kind of switched things out just because I wanted to. And what I've been using are these inserts from Fancy Plans Co. And I really like this style of wellness tracking. So I will probably continue to use these until I run out of them. But I'm just tracking cardio or movement, strength, reading, my PM routine, and journaling. And then the last one's blank. It probably should be hydration, but I didn't really track it this week. I think next week that's what it'll be. So that is my half liter planner. Love it, love it, love it. This is the one that I use most frequently, pretty much every day. Even though the look of it changes, sometimes the inserts change, this planner has stuck with me for a long, long time, and it's going to continue to stick with me, or I am sticking with it. I don't know. It's a relationship you end up having with your planner, isn't it? All right, so I'm just going to talk very briefly about these two, which are also a half letter size. I do also want to just mention that if you're purchasing from Jane's Agenda, if you like any of the Jane's Agenda stuff that I show you, she calls it junior. They do offer half letter unpunched, which is the same size, but won't have any punches. But if you want them to come punched, you have to order junior. So just so you know that. So this is my business planner. This is my goal planner. My goal planner, like I mentioned, I'm keeping my yearly and quarterly planning in here, but I'm going to keep moving the monthly and weeklies into my half letter. And then when I'm done with them, they'll go back in here and the new ones will go in my half letter. I think I really like that. And I love this planner. It's beautiful. So I really didn't want to take it apart. So that's working out so far. This is also a cover from Jane's Agenda that we had gotten last year in the January sub box. I had actually never used this cover, so I was excited to use it. It's really pretty, and I thought it was really appropriate for a goal planner. So the full setup of this goal planner is in my 2024 planner lineup video, or not the setup, but a flip through, a detailed flip through. So I will link that video for you if you'd really like to see how I built this planner. It is a mix of Moxie Life, She Plans, and Jane's Agenda, and it's really pretty. So yeah, just to show you the front, this is a dashboard from Jane's Agenda. So yeah, really a really beautiful planner that, you know, it was a slow start this year with my goals. Now I'm kind of in a place where I've really been getting going with trying to make some things happen. And I feel like I am. So that feels good. Now this is my business planner that I had created quite recently. So I'll link that video for you. I love how little it is. I have it on 1-inch discs from ARC. Sadly, I bought these discs a super long time ago. I actually lucked out and got them on clearance for like $5. It was the first discs I ever bought that I wanted to try. But I love this little planner. I have a cover from She Plans here. That was gifted to me, full transparency. It has a number of sections in it, and I have used it a little bit so far, but I've been considering if I should just move my business planning into my main planner. I didn't have room before when I was using 1.5-inch discs. I probably have room on these 2-inch discs, but I've really been enjoying this little planner, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to keep it intact for now, but there's a possibility that this will get absorbed into my everyday planner. Next up, my content planner. I do use this pretty consistently. I right now have this planner in this folio. I pretty much do like this folio. This is from Erin Condren. The planner, now you see this folio makes a really big footprint, but this is an academic planner from Erin Condren, and I bought it at Target quite a ways back. So if you buy their planners from them directly, then you can upgrade your coil to gold or rose gold, but at Target, you didn't have that option. It did still at least come with an interchangeable cover, so you can change out your covers from Erin Condren. And so this is a cover I bought recently. This is a lot more colorful than I usually go for, but I really like this cover. I really think it's really pretty, and I really like my little setup here. I had intended to do like a winter refresh when I put it in here, but I think there's a lot of spring vibes going on here as well. Now, the only complaint I have about this folio is that this pen loop is really small. Like this pen, it's not going in there. In fact, if you watch the video where I set up this cover, I broke my pen that I was trying to put in there. It's a little sad about that. You need a pretty skinny pen like this one. Like this doesn't really match so well, but it fits. So I do have another pen that fits, but I seem to have put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it, so it's not in here right now. Anywho, let me just show you quickly. I'll show you like a future month, so you could get an idea of what this planner is like and why I like it so much. So these are what the dividers are like. They're just sort of simple white dividers with quotes that are colorful, but the planner itself is neutral, which I really appreciated. But anyway, you get a monthly spread. This is where I keep track of my YouTube videos. Then you get these awesome dashboards. So I love these. I keep track of like important dates, month specific events, things like that over here. And then I usually cover up where it says exams here, and I keep track of monthly projects. A lot of times this also overlaps with like what I've written as goals, but I like having it in here, and that's been pretty good, worked out pretty well. And then here's the weekly spread. And this is the magic of this planner. I really, really like it. So I keep track of posts, reels. Sometimes I also write in my YouTube videos, but also YouTube community posts, things like that. In this midsection, this side, I write story ideas for Instagram that will go alongside those posts or the themes of the week. And then this are any tasks that I still need to complete to get this content done. And I really, really like this. Now, this planner goes till June, but I had redated June to be June of last year. So I am probably going to have 1 month where I'm going to have to figure out what to do. I don't know exactly when these come out. I think they come out in May, but I could be wrong about that. And this is my budget planner. So this cover is from Live Love Posh, and I absolutely love it. I've had it for a number of years now. It's a nice hard cover, so you don't have to use another cover under it. I just do because I find it fun. Right now I have these tortoiseshell discs on here, and they're really pretty and I really like them. And I usually prefer gold discs, as you've seen on all my other planners. But these, they're not, I don't know if they're coated, or they're resin or what they are, but they do turn pretty easily, because sometimes that's what I don't like about plastic. I just recently put this cover on here. This was a cover from an old wellness planner, but I thought it was pretty, so I stuck that on here. Now, the part of why I use a separate budget planner is because there's a lot of personal information in here that I would never want to take out of my house. So I'm also not going to share it here on the internet, but I do just want to show you a blank month so you could see what it's like. So this is a monthly planner from the Happy Planner that I've Franken planned together with some pages from an undated budget planner. These budgeting pages have been working out for me a bit. Honestly, I haven't been really great about using this planner to its full extent, but I'm getting there. What I always use is the monthly spread. So I did go ahead and write in the paydays on here. It's not pretty. Sometimes I make it pretty, but mostly this is a messy functional planner. And I keep track of all the bills on this monthly spread, when I pay them, what they were. And I've done that for quite a few years now, and that works out great for me. But then what I have, actually, I clipped this. Then you have I meant to clip this, let's see, like this. So then you have this dashboard that comes with the monthly planner, and sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And then these are the budgeting pages from the budget planner. So here's your monthly overview, savings tracker, debts, and then you also get some expense trackers. Now you get way more than this, but I have those here. Now, on the topic of an expense tracker, I had recently set up a Happy Planner Skinny Classic. I redated it and put that in my car, and that's where I've been mostly keeping track. Now, frankly, I haven't done very well with writing in it, but I have envelopes in it that I keep all my receipts for gas and groceries, and that's been working out really well. So whether I'll just keep the envelopes or continue to use the whole planner, that remains to be seen. But that's been really great. So sorry, I forgot to bring it in, so I won't show it to you here, but you can check out the full setup of that video if you like. So my budget planner definitely gets used on a weekly basis, if anything, but I'm trying to really spend more time in it and really get a handle on my budget. Okay, I have two more things to show you. One is that I use it, but not a lot. So this is my traveler's notebook. Oop, got a little schmutz. This is my traveler's notebook that I received from Jane's Agenda. I had set it up right towards the end of last year, and I'm using it as a journal, so I'm not going to share my journaling, but just to show you it, I never reset this up from Christmas time, so it's still kind of a neutral Christmas theme in here. Because I used it quite a bit to kind of journal out my grief, and then I kind of put it aside, but I did use it again this morning. So that's kind of my approach with it. It's like, it's low pressure. But I have this in here that we got from Jane's Agenda. This is the one I've mostly been journaling in. And then there's also this one, and this is from Moxie Life. And then I have this piece. Oh, and this stencil is from Erin Condren. This piece and this piece. These are one piece that I also bought from Erin Condren. And even though it's designed for their on-the-go folio, which is more of an A5 size, it works, it fits. So I really like that. So that's my journal. So I use it, but not as consistently. And then here's the one that's really fallen off, and I don't know that I'll end up using it again this year. This is my little, I think called Pocket Planner from Erin Condren. It's so cute and pretty. I wanted to love it. I wanted to use it. Bookbinding just doesn't really work for me. So I'd originally bought it to be the expense tracker, but then I decided to use that Skinny Classic so that I could snap in the envelopes. And so then I thought this could be for gratitude and to write notes for myself in the morning because I needed something like that. But the problem was it won't stay open. And so it was driving me crazy if I'm just trying to jot quick things that pop in my mind. I didn't want to have to mess with it and keep opening it and blah, blah, blah. And I know you can clip it open, but at the end of the day, it just what I was trying to force it, and it just wasn't really working out for me. So I have it. I can try to reincorporate it at some point if I want to, but the truth is I'm not using it. I may not use it. That's the truth. Okay, friends. So before we wrap this video up, my daughter Nora would like to weigh in on my planners. So she's going to give us a thumbs up or thumbs down to each of the planners I just shared with you. So let's do that because it's fun. And my son Gabe will join the fun too. Thumbs down. Well, I guess 4 out of 6 thumbs up is pretty good. Okay, so that is my Q1 update to my planner lineup. I am happy to say that I did well, I think, with picking my planners this year. I've really been using them, and sure, there's times I don't. There's weeks where I don't use my planner as much as I wanted, but at the end of the day, it's a tool. It's not meant to add pressure to my life. I want them to help me, not make me more stressed out. In fact, a big reason I use a planner is to help to reduce my stress and anxiety. So far, these are working well for me. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, please go ahead and like it, give it a big thumbs up. That lets me know that you're enjoying this content, and it lets YouTube know that you're enjoying this content, so they'll share it with more people. So thank you so much for your support. And if you're enjoying my content, maybe you would consider subscribing. Thank you so much if you do decide to join the community. We are so happy to have you here. And if you would like to see the full setup of my half letter planner for March, I will link it for you here. And if you'd like to see my 2024 planner playlist, I will link it for you here. And that is going to do it for this one, you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.